All right, let's cut right to it. In this explainer, we're building a clear, no-nonsense guide to the skills that will actually move the needle for your career in 2025. No fluff, just a straight-up plan. Let's get into it. 170. Think about that number. That's roughly how many days are left in the year. Now, you could see that as just a countdown, or you could see it as a launch pad. Because honestly, it's more than enough time to pick up a skill that could completely transform your career next year. The clock is definitely ticking, so let's make every day count.
You know, you don't have to guess where the opportunities are. The data tells the whole story. Look at this. While hiring in the general IT world has actually gone down by about 5%, roles in AI and machine learning, well, they've shot up by 25%. Why? Simple. Every single industry is scrambling to figure out AI. The market is practically screaming at us where to focus.
And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? With just 170 days, you can't learn everything. You have to be strategic. You need a plan. And that's exactly what we're going to build right now. A learning pyramid that starts with a rock-solid foundation and takes us all the way up to the most valuable skills today.
Okay, first things first. Before we even think about writing a line of code, we have to build the foundation. I'm talking about human skills. You can call them meta skills, because they make every other technical skill you learn that much more valuable. In a world where AI can write code, these are the things that will make you irreplaceable.
And here's the best part. We can build this entire foundation with 2 incredible courses that are, get this, completely free. On one hand, you've got Yale's Science of Wellbeing. This thing is amazing for mastering your own psychology so you can avoid burnout and make smarter choices. And then there's Fearless Communication, which teaches you the one skill that separates the good candidates from the hired ones, being able to clearly explain what's in your head.
And don't just take my word for it. This quote from Ishan Sharma absolutely nails it. He's pointing out this massive blind spot so many smart people have. You can be a technical genius, but if you can't communicate your ideas, you're going nowhere fast. Think about it. Great projects die all the time, not because of bad code, but because the team just couldn't get on the same page. This is a must-have skill, period.
Okay, foundation is set. You're feeling good, you're communicating well. Now let's build on top of that. It's time to move up the pyramid and assemble your core tech toolkit, the skills that give you serious leverage in pretty much any industry you can think of.
For this layer, we're zeroing in on 2 absolute powerhouses. You've got computer science fundamentals, the language our entire digital world is built on, and then you've got digital marketing, the engine that actually grows a modern business. Now, you don't need to master both. Just picking one and going deep will give you a massive advantage.
So if you're leaning toward the tech path, honestly, there's no better place to start than Harvard CS50. It's free and it's absolutely brilliant. It eases you in with Scratch, which is this visual block-based programming, so you learn the logic first. Then it takes you through the deep fundamentals with C, and then on to modern tools like Python, SQL, and web development. It's the whole journey, all in one course.
But what if coding isn't your thing? No problem. For the business side of things, HubSpot's free digital marketing certification is the gold standard. It takes you through all the essentials, creating content people actually want to read, getting found on Google with SEO, mastering social media, paid ads, the whole shebang. Knowing how to get and keep customers online is basically a superpower today.
All right, we've built the foundation, we've added the tech toolkit, and now it's time to climb to the very peak of our pyramid. This is where we dive into the most powerful, most in-demand field on the planet right now, artificial intelligence. Let's lay out a roadmap that actually works.
But first, a quick reality check. This quote is so important because it points out the biggest trap people fall into. 90% of people are just following random YouTube tutorials or collecting certificates. But hiring managers, they don't care about a folder full of PDFs. They want to see that you can actually build something. So our roadmap is all about practical, real-world skills. Okay, let's walk through this step by step. First, you get the math foundations. Don't worry, you don't need a PhD, just the core ideas. Second, you get really good at Python because it's the language of AI. Third, you learn the fundamentals of machine learning. That's basically just teaching computers to find patterns. Fourth, you go deeper with deep learning, the tech behind things like self-driving cars. And finally, you get to the really cool stuff, generative AI. This is where you learn about LLMs, the brains behind ChatGPT, and advanced techniques like RAG, which is just a way to let these models use up-to-the-minute information.
So that's the roadmap. That's the what. But now for the big question. How do you actually learn all this? This section is all about execution. We're going to connect the absolute best courses out there directly to our roadmap, so you can get started right away.
And before we get to the courses, let's get crystal clear on one term: AI engineering. This is not about being a researcher in a lab trying to invent the next big model. Nope. This is about being a builder. It's the practical, hands-on skill of taking these powerful, pre-trained models and using them to create amazing real-world applications. This is what companies are desperate to hire for.
Okay, so we went deep on this. We analyzed 39 different AI programs to find the best of the best. And here's the bottom line. If you're already a developer and you just want to start building AI apps, DataCamp's course is your top pick. If you're a self-starter who really wants to understand the deep theory, UC Berkeley has an amazing option. For hands-on learners who want to master the frameworks everyone is using, Hugging Face is the way to go. And if you're coming from a data science background, IBM's course is perfect for building intuition. This is your cheat sheet for picking the right path.
Wow, okay, we have covered a ton of ground, right? From mindset and communication all the way to deploying advanced AI. So for this last part, let's pull it all together into one simple, actionable plan that you can literally start the minute we're done here.
So here it is, your 4-step action plan. It's that simple. Number 1, start with that human foundation. Get your mind right and your communication sharp. 2, build your leverage. Pick one of those core skills, CS50 or digital marketing, and master it. 3, specialize where it counts by following that 5-stage AI roadmap. And finally, number 4, execute like a pro by picking one of those top-tier courses that's a perfect fit for you.
And that brings us right back to where we started. That number, 170. You have the roadmap, you have the resources, you have a clear plan. The only question left is the one right there on the screen. What skill will you learn first? Make your choice, commit to it, and go make it happen.